Welcome to Tasting with Matt and Mike. I'm Mike Veach, and this is my partner in crime, Matt Kohorst.
Howdy.
And this is going to be our fifth Stitzel-Weller challenge,
Yes.
where we're trying to find a whiskey that is as close to this 1966 old Fitzgerald decanter from Stitzel-Weller in modern products. So we're doing today, we have the McKenzie Bottled and Bond Wheated Bourbon, and we've decided to redo the Wyoming whiskey because the bottle I had was an old one that was only 3 years old. This is their newer product. It's going to be a 4-year-old or more product, and will be a more fair choice to it. Because we both liked the 3-year-old even.
3-year-old was really good.
Right. So the first thing we have to do is reacquaintance ourselves with the Stitzel-Weller Old Fitzgerald. That's a tough job, but
This is why we do this.
yeah. Oh man, the aroma on that is just so good.
Yeah. I missed that smell.
Yeah. That caramel, chocolate, apples, little oak, little baking spice. Oh, the aroma is just so,
So
you know,
good.
use this as an aftershave. So what a waste of good
Wasted
whiskey.
it, yeah.
So let's taste it.
Oh yeah.
Like I
missed
said,
it,
that
like I said.
buttered caramel, little pecan, little apple, little oak. That's just so
Yeah,
good.
creamy, delicious. All right.
So let's try it with the cranberry to assert our palate on the. Yeah, that really brings out that buttered caramel and the apple.
The apple comes through.
Right. It's like a
It's
candied
delicious.
apple.
Yeah. I mean, just amazing.
Yeah. Now let's try it with the pecan. A little more oak, a little drier, but
Yeah, I get a lot of the
the chocolate
caramel,
really
chocolate.
comes out.
Very good.
Yeah.
Just as good as I remembered.
So the next one is the McKenzie Bottled and Bond. It's a wheated bourbon. So right down here on the bottom label. It's a 100 proof, and I'm assuming that it's just a 4-year-old bottled and bond. I don't think that they've done it just says it aged a minimum of 4 years
Okay.
on this. So
So I'd ask you a question here, like, so with this bottle, right? If you were to buy it back in the '60s, how much would it cost you? Roughly?
the special decanter bottle was a little more expensive than everything else. It'll probably cost you $22, $25.
Nowadays, how much would you get for that bottle?
If
Just
we
a
hadn't
guess.
opened that bottle, I know people that would have paid me at least $1,500 for
Wow.
it, and I probably could have gotten as much as $2,000. You know,
Yeah.
but you know, whiskey is for drinking. You know,
Cheers to that. Yeah.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
So it's got a nice nose.
It does.
It's got a little bit of that caramel, soft caramel, a little
So this is out of Fingers Lake, right?
Finger Lake Distillery in New York. It's got a fruitiness to it, but it's not apple. It's more like a, what do you think, peach or apricot?
Mm-hmm. A little citrusy, yeah.
A little citrusy.
I'm getting like a tangerine kind of.
Okay.
But it has those like elements of like the caramel and the oak that are familiar with the Venetian.
Right.
So the fruit's a little off, but
Yeah.
it was very close.
It's close on the nose.
Yeah,
I mean,
it is.
you know. So let's take a taste.
Tastes a lot different.
It tastes a lot different. It is more citrusy.
Very sweet. Like
More of a clove, cinnamon type spice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, which is nice.
Mm-hmm.
Not the same, but I really like this one.
It's
I've never
good.
tried it before, and this is really good. Yeah, I like that hint of spice. It's not like a hot spice.
No.
It's like a clovey kind of
Clove or ginger.
Gingery.
Or,
Yeah.
or a little cinnamon.
Mm-hmm. This is very good.
Let's see what a cranberry does to it.
Well, that kind of turned it in. For me, it's almost turned it into like a chocolate cherry, like a cordial cherry kind of.
Mm-hmm.
Turned it into a dessert.
Yeah, it's not as spicy. There's still a little spice there, but it's not as pronounced.
Right. Yeah.
The fruit does become more of a tart cherry with, like you said, with a little chocolate caramel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, knocked the spice right out. The finish a little shorter with the with the fruit. But yeah, still good.
Still good whiskey.
Still really good. Make a good whiskey sour, right?
Mm-hmm. Make a good whiskey sour, but probably make a halfway decent Manhattan. Strapped pecan. Oh, the chocolate really comes out with the pecan.
Mm-hmm. And then that kind of spice comes back.
Mm-hmm. It reminds me of a dark chocolate with a little bit of like a chipotle or something, you know, mixed into a chocolate.
Yeah.
You had one of those peppered chocolate type. Yeah.
Yeah. Overall, really good. As far as like comparing it to the Venetian.
Well, let's compare
Yeah. Oh yeah, let's do it.
it. Here's the Venetian. Some similar qualities in the nose, but it's not. The Venetian is still a little sweeter, a little more pronounced in the apple and the.
Mm-hmm.
So let's taste the Venetian. Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Taste the
Really good.
Taste the McKenzie.
It's good too.
It's good, but they're different.
They're different. But I'd say it's closer than a lot of the ones that we've tried.
Right.
So yeah, that's found a new whiskey I really like.
Yeah. Cleanse our palate. And let's try the Wyoming whiskey now with a new bottle.
All right. Where'd you pick that bottle up at?
At Westport Whiskey and Wine. It's like $45.
$45.
Okay. Lots of caramel and chocolate on the nose.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit of that apple fruit. A little oak. Let's taste it.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get a lot of that chocolate, a lot of the caramel.
Right.
Not much fruit in that one for me.
Yeah, just a little hint of like
Yeah.
of an apple, ripe apple.
Yeah, for me it's got like a lot of like the chocolate, the caramel, and then also like some of the oak.
Yeah, the
It's
oak.
more oaky than a fruity, you know. One
Right.
of those that dominates with the barrel, I guess, a little bit more than the.
Not a whole lot of spice.
No.
Maybe just a hint of like white pepper.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I think initially on the Finger Lakes McKenzie is a little closer, and
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, let's try
Yeah.
this with the cranberry and the pecan. And that does bring out a little more of the fruit, a little more of the apple.
Yeah.
Still get that nice chocolate.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you're a chocolate lover, you're going to love this Wyoming whiskey. I
Yeah.
think.
I think so. Yeah. Yeah, and it has a little bit of a smokiness to it that I like. Yeah.
And, like I said, there's that little bit of spice, but it's mostly on the finish.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And it's like a white pepper.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a strong black pepper. It's more of a floral pepper.
Right.
So, try this with the pecan.
That kind of hit more like the Venetian than the McKenzie.
Because it really brings out that chocolate.
It does, yeah.
Just like it did on the Venetian.
Mm-hmm. It's got that toasted chocolate, kind of like a s'mores almost for me,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a really good drink.
And surprisingly, I thought the pecan might bring out some of the spice. It actually kind of muted the spice. I'm not getting as much spice at all.
Right.
Even in the finish.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was just like the toasted part for me is like it's just straight oak and chocolate, in
Right.
the finish, which is good, you know.
So let's see what it does right up against the Venetian.
All right, got a little bit left here.
Yeah, the Venetian still has the better nose.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would have to say in this choice, I would have to go with the McKenzie being the closest, but neither one of them still beats out that Wilderness Trail 6-year-old.
Right. Yeah. That being said, I really like the the Wyoming with that pecan. I mean, that was really really good.
Yeah. Well, I really like both these whiskeys.
Definitely, yeah.
They're not Stitzel-Weller
Right,
flavor, but
yeah.
They're good.
They're really good in their own right. Yeah.
All right. It'll be interesting to see if Wyoming whiskey ever does a bottled and bond.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be fun to do a 100 proof right up against the 100 proof.
Right. Yeah.
So, well, another video down the.
Yeah. Cheers.
Cheers.
Glad I got some of this left over.
Yeah. Until next time.